Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Home and Garden Tour Saturday with your host, Grandma Sandy, your co-hosts, Suffolk Susie, Pat's Garden Life, and Growing on Vancouver Island. Well, this is the very last day of February, and what a beautiful day it is. It's 48 degrees, and it's going to get up to 54 degrees today. I have a lot of potting up to do, so let's get started. Welcome to the channel. It's 61 degrees in the greenhouse, and that's with the heat turned down to 48, I believe. What a wonderful sunny day. It's a little bit overcast, but hopefully that will burn off later, and we can just enjoy a lovely day. The box elder beetles are coming under control quite a bit. We still have to go through and vacuum quite a bit to the bugs at the bottom of the shop vac, and then they get put on the burn pile, and we burn them up because we just want to keep the pests under control. This is a lovely day, and I'm excited to sit here and pot up and enjoy my beautiful greenhouse. The week has been quite hectic, but here I am. So let's get started. I have some time today, so I'm really looking forward to having time to pot up a lot of these tomato seedlings. Yesterday, it was so awful with bugs that I finally gave up. My son and I sat in here for about 2 hours, vacuuming them up and spraying them with Blue Dawn. So today, it looks better. My son came in here last night and vacuumed and sprayed with Blue Dawn, so things are more under control. But I've never seen such a huge, horrible bloom of any one type of bug, regardless of what type it is. It's my first experience with it, and it's something I could have lived without, but that's okay. So you just try to deal with the pests as they come. So I have some, there's one right there. Get out the Blue Dawn. So far, and I don't think it will, Blue Dawn has not hurt the plants at all. But it certainly hurts the bugs, which is great. But I replanted a few of the tomatoes that are not coming up well. The Coasterly, the Gold Medal, and the Mortgage Lifter. I'm trying to keep an eye on them. I'm trying to take inventory and make sure that I've got all the different varieties that I want this year. I've had a couple of years where, like I said before, the pineapple and Cherokee Purple tomatoes did not grow well, and even the Cherokee Purples, when I did get the plant to grow, they didn't grow well out in the garden. So, but here is the shop vac. It's plugged in, and it's at the ready for me to suck up any of the bugs that start bugging me. How are you guys doing with your garden preparations for the new year? Are you growing your seedlings in a greenhouse, on the shelf in the house? How are you doing your seedlings this year? I hope things are growing really well. I know that Gypsy from On the Edge of Appalachia, we are just chomping at the bit, and we're having a tough time waiting until it gets nice enough that we could get outside and plant our gardens. I just kind of wish that season, that special, perfect season would last all year, but that's impractical and it doesn't happen. Anyway, we are excited about it. I also wanted to mention Catherine Evans' channel. Go by and check her out. She's got a great channel where she cooks and bakes and she gardens and does all sorts of things. She's got a really good channel, and I highly recommend it. The people that I listen to on YouTube have become my friends, and I listen to them for a reason. I either really like their personalities and or their content, or both. So I will be putting up different names at different times and different channels, so I really hope you go and check them out. So what I'm going to do now is grab some tomatoes and start potting them up. I replanted the Mortgage Lifter and Coasterly and Gold Medal. Then I've potted up 2 Black Krim, and I'm potting up 2 Aunt Ruby's German Green. Meanwhile, in between, I am vacuuming up all sorts of box elder beetles and trying to stay interested. I really don't want to let these beetles win, but it is making it kind of hard for me to be in here in the greenhouse. At least these bugs do not bite. They haven't seemed to bother my plants. They're just icky, and there's a lot of them. But I'm going to keep pushing ahead and potting up my wonderful tomato seedlings. I've been very busy with cute grandkids and kids and friends, so I'm back in the greenhouse. The battle of the beetles continues, but it is much, much better. I'm so very grateful. My kids have been helping me vacuum them up and spray them with Dawn and water in a spray bottle. And as you can see, the weather is gorgeous. We're a little bit scared because it's so warm in February. We hope that doesn't mean extreme temperatures this summer or terrible pests. And so far, we've had terrible pests. But hopefully, we'll be able to have enough water to irrigate everything, and everything will be all right in our growing season. So, I've got to get myself going. I've got 1.5 tons of tomato seedlings that I just have to pot up. But I'm here in my greenhouse enjoying myself. I was watching Heather's video from tomato poppies and everything, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I urge you to check out her channel. She's got a great channel. She's a nice person. And today she was talking about my favorite subject, surprise, surprise, indeterminate tomatoes. So there was all sorts of varieties that she was talking about. So many of them I've never heard of before. I've never grown. So it was very engrossing and an excellent video. So I encourage you to check out her channel, Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything. I've got some really good friends on YouTube, and I really do love and appreciate them. I try so hard to listen to everybody's videos, even if it's just part of it, and fit everybody in, and I appreciate they do the same for me. So, on we go with the tomatoes, and here are some Abe Lincoln tomatoes. My husband really, really likes Abe Lincoln tomatoes. This is the Abe Lincoln tomato. It is a beautiful big beefsteak slicer type. It is indeterminate, and it is a real classic. So I just wanted to show you the picture again in case you forgot. A very beautiful, delicious tomato. So the Abe Lincolns are what I'm going to pot up right now. I'm so grateful that the beetles are more under control. We still have several running around here, like that one right there. But compared to what it was, this is nothing. It's very enjoyable back in here again. I was starting to get to the point where I didn't want to come in here because it was such an uphill battle to try to keep them off me. But we're doing better. Thanks for all your suggestions and concern, and I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's get to work. So we're going to carefully loosen up the soil. Get their roots out very carefully. I'm going to make a hole in the potting soil, and I've already watered it some. I will water it again as soon as I get them planted. You always water things in and carefully separate the roots. You see the roots? That is very important. We're going to stick this little sweetie pie down in as far as we can safely without snapping that delicate stem, and push the dirt around the tomato plant just like that. My wonderful daughter cleaned up the little area where we have our little patio chairs, and my husband and son last year put in the paver stones, and it looks so much better out there. There's a lot more to do. We're cleaning up the pots and the cups slowly as we're using them. So we are getting a few things done. I don't get as much time here to work as I'd like, but I'm just trying to balance things, and I'm sure you understand that. If I've forgotten any of you, please forgive me. And just give me a little note and I will mention you in a future video. Crashcopter 6000. Tomatoes, poppies, and everything. Kate Evans Cuisine. Diana's Homestead. On the Edge of Appalachia. Baker's Brews. Barbie Daily, Rural Life 40. Qstead Q 1717. The Epley Dimension. Frugal Lifestyle 42. Cellar 707. Simply Just Krista. Cindy Lifestyle and More. Renee's Secret Garden. Gracie's Homestead and Gardens 5089. Gang Gang and Peanut. Find joy in the journey. I do like to listen to Natalie's videos a lot too. Dear Diary Country Life. Suffolk Susie. Easy Street with Jen. Cooksey Farms. Hamilton Homestead. Crystal Pets. Deborah Cabasa Home Living. Sandy's Home Decor and Fairy Garden. My Little Rural Homestead. Viola's Baked and Cooked Delights. Garden Discovery. Becoming a Green Stalker. Living Judy Style. CJ's Fairy Forest. Foothills of Appalachia. Simply Just Angel. Indecisive Gardener. 8th C. Elizabeth. Grandma Sandy, of course. Vancouver Island Hippie Chick. At Home with Carrie. And Growing Home Acres. I tried to do an exhaustive search and look back through my subscriptions to see who you were because I do care. So if I've missed you, please, please let me know. But I just wanted to do a shout out to you and tell you how much I appreciate you and love your channels. So I just wanted to encourage you to go over and visit their channels. They're wonderful people. I appreciate you stopping by. And we'll see you on the next video.